Look, you can have an argument with Rogan, agree with him, disagree with him, but what's the problem going on in those shows?
Let's see Bernie Sanders, though, sort of like, because they're all coming out of the, I'm going to say they were coming out of the woodwork like they're worms, but people are willing now to have a conversation that they weren't willing to have a little while ago.
Joe Rogan, very popular podcaster, he endorsed Donald Trump in the final days of the election. 4 years ago, you went on his podcast. You got a lot of blowback for doing that and for touting that he endorsed you. So is this the kind of example of Democrats perhaps shunning or vilifying people who don't totally agree with them?
Yeah, I think that's fair enough. Look, you can have an argument with Rogan, agree with him, disagree with him, but what's the problem going on in those shows? It's hard for me to understand that. So I think we've got to get, and clearly you have an alternative media out there, a lot of podcasts that have millions and millions of viewers. Get on the show. Disagree with you here. I agree with you there. I don't see a problem in doing that. And you're right. I got vilified by some of the Democratic establishment because I went on Rogan's show. Now a lot of other people are doing just that.
Yeah, they wanted to cancel Joe Rogan, didn't they? If they coulda, they woulda. They tried to during the ivermectin moment. They would replace all of the voices in independent media, if they could, with advocates for their globalist, centralist message. As you see, there was a good Charlie Kirk post, as a matter of fact, where he said, like, the left are now looking for their own version of Joe Rogan. They had their own version of Joe Rogan. It was Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan voted for Obama twice and was a Bernie Sanders supporter, but they vilified him. And as I said to you, I remember that from when I was going on there the first time, when I was still basically an actor then, being in Hollywood movies and stuff. Like, people were like, this Joe Rogan, it might be a bit dodgy. But now you've got to understand it. That's how it works. Instead of talking about the issues, just vilify the people that are operating in that space. It just seems ridiculous to me that people are continuing to try to demonize Trump supporters, to demonize 71 million voters, or however many it ultimately was, to rather than have the conversations about, well, what do you want from America? The war against free speech is in full swing. We are the vanguard, bravely fighting back. Rumble's the home of this channel, Stay Free, and a leader in defending the fundamental human right of free speech. They've joined X to sue a cartel of advertisers and ad agencies who conspire to block ad revenue from going to the platforms. Recently, they've launched Rumble Premium. This, I think, is going to be a game changer for all of us. It's an ad-free viewing experience with great perks for viewers and creators. Rumble Premium will give you the ability to dive into your favorite content on your mobile or desktop or smart TV and savor every uninterrupted second of my content. Why don't you upgrade to Rumble Premium today? Support my free speech and the free speech of other content creators on this platform. Please go to Rumble now, rumble.com/premium. And if you use the code BRAND, you'll save $10 and Rumble will be aware that our stream is creating great converts. So that's rumble.com/premium, and do use the code BRAND to save $10. Anyway, there's a link there at the bottom of the screen now. We're posting it in the chat. Join up. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to see more uncensored content where free speech can flourish, join our live stream. Click the link right here to watch the next video if you want to, or become a member of a growing movement. Download the Rumble app and you'll be informed every time we make a new piece of content. Stay free.